Hi, I'm Michelle. You probably already saw my video about why 8 months ago I decided to change my entire life and my business. If you didn't see it, just scroll to the top of the page. I changed my business because I had realized that life is just going too darn fast. And with our first child, Lily, heading off to college in the fall, and our son, Tristan, starting 10th grade, I realized it's time to live for me. As if you didn't already notice, there's a little bit of a challenge out there in the economy. If you're like me, you've made many changes in the way you spend. You may even stop going to Starbucks every day for a latte. I mean, seriously, that was me. I've changed a lot in my life lately, and I feel really great about it. I feel like I'm moving forward more creatively and wisely, and it's very powerful. I admit, I really never thought about what I was spending on things. Now I feel empowered. I think about what I'm purchasing and if I really need it. I use coupons at the grocery store and I shop more often and I buy less. How many of you would go to the grocery store, bring home a ton of groceries, and before you could even put them away, you had to empty everything out of the fridge? Yep, that was me. What a waste of money. Now I make sure that I spend my money more wisely so I don't waste it. Now I grocery shop every few days and I eat everything in the fridge. I try not to waste anything. I make my coffee at home in the morning, and I love my homemade lattes. Sure, I miss the banter at Starbucks, but we all have to make sacrifices sometimes. One of the sadder parts of my day is hearing from people who are trying to find a way to make supplemental income because their families just aren't cutting it. They're not making enough right now. Not to be a Debbie Downer, but wow, it's kind of scary. Sure, I get my share of praise, and I'm really grateful for it, but I'm really sensitive to the sad stuff. Nearly everyone says the same thing. I don't need a lot. I just need a little extra. I need a few extra dollars. I need a few hundred more to cover a car payment or to pay for summer camp for my kids. They tell us stories about how they used to be able to put both kids in camp, but now they're having to sacrifice that, and instead they're having a staycation. No one calls up saying they want to make a million. Really, they don't. They just say, I need a little extra. I know stay-at-home moms are bombarded with a ton of work-at-home opportunities. It can be quite frustrating trying to weed through all the real opportunities from the ones that will cost you a lot of time and money. I get those emails too. Most legitimate work-at-home opportunities revolve around the direct selling or multi-level marketing industries. That is why we started ours 8 years ago. However, while both of those opportunities can be excellent sources of income, not every stay-at-home mom is a salesperson. I'm certainly not a salesperson. Some women just don't feel comfortable speaking in front of a group or asking family and friends to host a party or to join their program. I don't blame them one bit. I can't do it. In fact, I'm probably the worst salesperson. It actually drives my husband nuts. I want you to know that working from home doesn't have to mean you have to join a direct sales company or a network marketing company. You don't have to invite your friends and your neighbors over to have a party. We were a direct sales company, and there's nothing wrong with it. However, in our business model, we noticed that there was a decrease in our home party sales, but a huge increase in our online sales. That's when we made the shift. This is one of the reasons we switched our business to a friendly online social share company. We don't have to sell our jewelry. You just wear our jewelry and it sells itself. I don't go a day without someone coming up to me and asking me, where'd you get that necklace? Now I just hand them a business card, and if they want to go online and buy it, terrific. If not, that's okay too. One of the coolest things about our websites is that when a customer visits your website for the first time, our system will assign them to you, whether they buy or not. So next time they visit, even if they don't go through your personal website, the system remembers. We feel very lucky that we can help women make a little extra in our small little way. And since we make our own jewelry, we can also give away 25%. On our average sale, that's about $25 in commission. Most affiliate programs give on average 5 to 8%. Our affiliate program is a non-salesy job. It's really not a job. It's really a sharing job. And why shouldn't you get paid to share? We figured that if you'd like to share it on Facebook and Twitter, you're already there anyways, and why shouldn't you get paid for sharing it? I almost think that if I go to the movies and I'm talking about a movie for everybody to go see, why shouldn't I get a nickel for sharing it with somebody? Can you imagine what it takes to start a business? What would you hope to net at the end of the day if you did start your own business? 10%? 20%? 25%? I'd love to get 25% at the end of the day. That would make me super happy. Imagine all the things you need to do and what you need to invest in order to make that business successful. With no guarantee and loans at 20%, where almost 4 out of 5 new businesses fail. You'd need software, website, samples, marketing materials, merchant accounts, gateways, credit card processing center, and so on. And not to mention inventory and jewelry designs that sell or that have sold for more than 20 years in places like Nordstrom's or Sundance Catalog. I know how hard and I know how expensive it is to start a business. I've done it. It's cost us just under $1 million. What if I told you you could have all of this for less than 2 lattes per month? What if you could push 3 buttons and have your own jewelry store running and up and running in 20 minutes? Who would you share it with? Would it be worth a latte? I think so. If you're feeling the strain of this crazy market and you want a little more pocket change, then click on the big button below to learn more about getting that second child into dance class.